Greetings, treasure hunters. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Ashes of the Domain. Episode 49, Searching for Ruins. At the start of the stream, this is what I want you early birds to do. Let me move that over. Here is the priorities. We can restore megastructures. So speaking about megastructures, we are about a third of the way restoring part of the Pluto mining station. So we have the optic command nexus, which is the laser which obtains ores. And we are restoring the purification core, which refines said ores into materials. And the reason for this is so that we can afford to restore other megastructures like the hypershunt, because the hypershunt requires more materials than we have at our disposal. Alternatively, we have turned on the usage of AI cores last stream. I forgot to mention that. But as a result, the hedge is like, oh, you're using AI cores. So we could, of course, colonize new planets. One of the advantages of colonizing new planets is we would obviously increase our net income. So we can focus on planets that could make a lot of money. Perhaps like commerce and resort planets, or trying to corner the market on some specific material, etc., etc. But that's something that we could do. We could continue the search for the biofactory embryo. The biofactory embryo is likely to be found in orbital stations, research stations, mining stations, ruins, or pre-collapse facilities. And I mostly just have intel about pre-collapse facilities and one mining station. I did a little bit of research offline before this stream to try to figure out how to find a biofactory embryo. And the TLDR is, it is a colony item that is not guaranteed, much like the pristine nanoforge's synchrotron core. So in vanilla Starsector, you have certain worlds which are guaranteed to have certain colony items. Like Kazaron will guarantee to have a pristine nanoforge, or Syndria will guarantee to have a synchrotron core, because it's part of their economies, so it's always there. Now the thing about that is the biofactory embryo is not one such item, and I don't think any of the core worlds have it, so I would have to find it. I could also improve faction relations. It doesn't sound sexy, but it would significantly help with my trade internationally, or galactically, I should say. Viewer suggestions are my choice. And it looks like the search for the biofactory embryo is way above the popular choice, so I am going to start to embark for that. So let's update the priority here. And the other thing I'm going to have you viewers do, and let me just resolve this, is watch very closely on the intel feed. What I might want to do is I might want to install some comm sniffers in the core worlds, so that if missions to survey research stations, orbital habitats, or mining stations come across the wavelengths, I am made aware of it immediately, because I think that will be very important as well. So if I'm looking for the biofactory embryo, I'm going to reduce my fleet size a little bit. Oh, I should probably take those tugs though. But I still want enough ships to be able to contend with, pre-collapse facilities, because I'll be mostly going to pre-collapse. And I'll even take 2 fuel ships. So this looks good. It looks like every single one of my captains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, have a significantly good ship to be captain of, which is a pretty good crew balance, I think. In terms of the demods, I forgot to mention this, but the demodded AI ships are demods that can never be cleared. So these 3 ships will never be undemodded. That's just how they are. They cannot be restored. They were built wrong, because So it's essentially damage done to make those ships AI ships. That's explaining it pretty poorly, but all right. If I am going to be heading into the core worlds in order to install some comm sniffers for some intel, I might as well do some smuggling anyway. So 1,200 drugs. So I'll go to the usual spots, and then I'm going to install some comms. And this is so that I can try to find the information that I need, which is where stations might be. It's also highly likely I'm going to do a significant amount of survey. So the other thing I might want to do is to set up my ships for survey? Okay, I guess it wasn't in a auto-fit. I should probably auto-fit them for survey. So let's just do that. This is going to be the survey super freighter. There. Now I can just quickly switch the two. I don't need to do it with the Prometheus, though, so I'm not going to bother with that. And, yeah, I think we're all set. So let's smuggle into the core and try to pick up missions that will allow us to sniff out where a biofactory ember might be. And I'm really hoping that this isn't like a terrible, you know, wild goose chase or Easter egg hunt or whatever, because I don't know where it is, and it might take a while to find it. But hopefully we'll go about this efficiently. Why not zero out the vents on the... add the survey and keep the storage? Because... So, I'll show you. Certain mods on a ship are called logistics hull mods. And you can only have as many logistics hull mods... You're restricted essentially to have 2. And I have efficiency overhaul, which makes running these ships cheaper as a hull mod, a logistics hull mod. So I can't have 3 logistics hull mods unless I build them in. I could spend the story points to build them in. I just haven't chosen to do that. Alright, I think all we were here for was the Valdals to Kanta. While we're here, I might as well turn over all of those gamma cores as well. Tuan Hector is going to be quite happy with this. Watch this. Hey, 1,350,000 for 22 points of rep. He's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, man, I had a few. What can I say? I've been collecting. Well, the good news is we'll be able to pay for a few months of megastructure restoration as a result of that exchange. I mean, I already had 2 million ahead of time, but now we are sitting on a lot of money. Yeah, if you're watching, don't be sorry. If you're watching on a small screen, like, I totally get it. If you have questions as to why I didn't do something, I'm happy to explain it. Don't worry about those questions at all. And then, of course, I'm doing, like, smuggling, which makes even more money on top of that, so... I should have been installing... Okay, I'll start installing the comm sniffers soon. But what we're looking for, in terms of intel, is mission offerings to go survey places that might have, like, domain-era probe, for instance, at Delta Xanth, might be a good one to accept. Not that we're necessarily doing it, but generally speaking, probed worlds also have other ruins that might be points of interest for biofactory embryos. So basically, we're like turning over every stone possible to try to find this thing. Oh boy. Almost 5 mil. So let's go ahead and start... Where's the comms? Start putting sniffers in the comm relays. And then if you're wondering about the megastructure recovery, we are at 15% capacity for the purification core. So that was all the smuggling that I had to do. And I'm just going to install some more comm sniffers to try to get more mission offerings. Here's another domain era probe at Gamma Sonora, which is to the north. And the comms here is just west of the star. Yeah, installing comm sniffers is free. Exactly. And they won't stick around forever, but like, hopefully long enough. I'm actually going to accept this one as well, because desert worlds might have ruins. I think habitable worlds have a higher chance to have ruins. So I'm picking up basically every possible mission that you could think of in order to try to increase my chances to interact with a biofactory embryo. One could also chase down the pre-collapse facilities, because that's basically a guaranteed drop for well, not guaranteed drop for colony items, but it's colony items are in the drop pool, so that might not be a unreasonable thing to do as well. Wow, I already lost my sniffer. Okay, this is one of the reasons why I don't typically install. Oh, I already have a sniffer here. I don't want to install it. This is typically why I don't bother with sniffers, is they get lost often enough that it's kind of annoying. Alright, any new Ludic path at Delta Elnor? I'll accept it. It's weird to accept a path. And Delta Zolfiel probe. Basically all of the probe missions, I don't even care if it's pirates, I'm going to be accepting all of them, because every probe mission can potentially lead to other missions. So now, I'm going to go to Corvus and jump through the Corvus gate to start doing these missions. So the comms is just south of Asharu. Got it. And here's another derelict ship. No, it's withdrawn. Wow, I'm surprised this patrol fleet didn't see me install the sniffer. I'm like next to them. Not very good at your jobs, I see. Just punching in the clock and taking a snooze. Red Fox just grew to colony size 6. So this was my last of my current worlds that have hit 6. Now they're all 6. What should we build at Red Fox? I want to build at Red Fox. So here's some choices. Commerce, obviously, for money. We could do another underworld. Another thing that might not be too unreasonable would be to upgrade the patrol HQ. And the reason for that is Red Fox is the only planet in its system, so it doesn't really have patrol fleets. So pumping out good patrol fleets might be useful in its own defense. So I'll have those 3 options and then like a blanket other. But we already have smelting, we already have light industry, we've got mining. Those are the 3 industries so far. So have you choose that. Alright, so where are we headed? All of these accepted missions. Let's head to this. Let's head north or something to Gamazanth, and then work around all of those analysis missions, hoping to find a biofactory embryo. So we'll go to Gamma Sonora and then work our way towards core. And there's another one lost. Yeah, I shouldn't have bothered. Systems that have a lot of instability, where like pirates and other factions are claiming the comms, that typically happens. That was easy. I really wish that these like little missions didn't require me to fight. You know, the probe guardian missions. It's like I really should be able to put someone in into my second in command and just be like, do it for me because this is so beneath me. How about this? I'm not even gonna put my shields up. If they don't use shields, I don't use shields. How's that sound? Yeah, this is very much like a look ma no hands type situation. What do they even have left? Oh, there's a ramp, whatever it's called. A corpse. Well, information about a habitable world. I wonder where that is. Let's go. It's not very far. And then while we're here, I will survey the planets as well, because you never know where you're going to find a pre-collapsed facility. Not one here, though. And it looks like you guys want a military high command for Red Fox. You got it. Doesn't seem to be a research station around the primary star. I'll have to get out of the bad habit of calling it Sun. Sun is the name of our star. It's the same issue of calling it a solar system. Solar system implies sun. It would be a star system. But, like, I'll never get that right. I'm going to double back to Bascule, where the habitable world is, just to take a look. Because, you know, we got intel, might as well sniff it out. Told your wife that Sol was the name of our star? Yeah, I know, right? I mean, we call it the sun, but it is, yeah, Sol. And hence, solar system is the system of Sol. Ooh, ruins! That's something at least. Boo. Just immediately. Womp womp. So I guess the Tundra world was the habitable one of the intel we had. Oh, her gas giant. Where's his gas giant? Hmm? Didn't realize gas giants had genders. Damn. Well, nothing here. Yeah, I sent 200 men to go survey her. And found that she was just a big ball of hot gas. Nothing worth tapping there. A little bit too volatile for my tastes, though. At least she was hot. Oh, okay. Hi, pirates. Really? You're gonna attack me? But why? You have a tiny fleet. Haha, I'm gonna slipstream away. Bye-bye. Nah, I guess it wouldn't be a tiny fleet, but they really have no chance to win. Okay, you have a pirate base here. That's why you jumped me. In this system, we are looking for a probe orbiting a barren world. Barren world's probably gonna be that one. But I'll hit up this one first. Are we still allowed to call photovoltaic panels outside of the solar system solar panels? No, not allowed. They're star panels. I don't know. Hello, I'm just here to survey. Piss off, please. Wait, seriously, you're gonna jump me? Feels like the meme of like, what are you gonna do? Shoot me? Oh, yeah, you intend to. Got it. Yo, look, if you're not gonna attack... Okay, you attacked me. Fine. Fine. Have it your way. I will blow you up. They were like annoying me so that I couldn't actually scan the probe or survey the planet. And then they finally built up the courage to attack me. I think this is a level 1 pirate station though, so it's gonna be, yeah, it's a level 1. It's gonna be a joke. I don't need to destroy the station, it's just in the way. So I'm destroying the station because it's in the way. Technically speaking, I didn't start this fight either. They did. So to win, I do need to destroy the station. Or I guess technically I could retreat, but like, I've never done that. I'm not about to start. Don't torpedo me. Get out of here with your little torpedoes. Oh, it's so cute. Bye-bye. They're, that ship's name is Space Pig. Something really funny about... It's like, alright. I'm Captain Sausage of the Space Pig. Reporting for duty. I'm surprised my Pegasus hasn't like closed in with the missile ship spam death yet. Can we just end this charade? You're not winning. This is such a pointless fight. Look, you can't even torpedo me, bud. Oh, my flux is high at least. Vanguard's like, oh, I'm gonna raise my super shields. It's like, yeah, and I'll just wait until they're down. Blow you up. I don't care about exchanging roars. The time it takes to have them retreat and then paying the supplies to put out new ones costs more supplies than just letting them lower their combat readiness by like a large factor. So unless they're at actual risks of malfunctions, it's not worth it. And currently, their combat readiness is 92 and 93%. So like, they're nowhere even close to having malfunctions. They dropped from like 100% to 92%. Like, okay, not a big deal. Pursue, because honestly, you guys were annoying. So here are some auroras to kill you. Thanks for all the wreckage. Percy and League liked that. All right, I'm good with that. I get paid to defend myself. Nothing in the probe. Nothing in the planet. Alright, well, we're out of here too. Dead Squall, thank you for the resub. Wait. Oh, okay, completed. I was like, how is this not... It is done. Yo, cut it out, man. I bet you can't do this. He didn't have reverse polarity. I A heron. I don't care. What are you? Why are you all? Everyone, stop chasing me. All right. We have another month under our belt, and as a result of another month under our belt, 46%. I think we're good for one or two more months of rebuilding before I probably have to pause due to unaffordability. These have been finding these probes quickly. And there's a desert world here. That might have ruins. Something lurking the jump point. Come on, be like a research station. Another probe. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna turn in another 40 gamma cores. If I keep hitting these probes, yeah. Same rules as before. If they don't use shields, I don't use shields. Oh god, that Aurora definitely just zipped in front of me and got... I messed that thing up so bad. No one tell my insurance adjuster. Never happened. You saw nothing. He didn't use shields? Well, why would he? Like, I don't raise my shields to my allies. I can't fault him for that. He did use his maneuver jets to jet right in front of me, though. It's kind of not my fault, exactly. Especially given that once you launch a tack lance, it doesn't stop. So I can't, like, stop a single tack lance lancing. So it's like, oh well, I guess it's already started. It's too late now. Alright, any new missions coming across the line that... Because I have some sniffers, but no, I don't see any. Yeah, what's a friendly tack lance between fleet members? Exactly. Oh, we have a pre-collapse facility. Okay, I will clear that in just a moment. I just want to survey the other areas first to give my own fleet a chance to recover some combat readiness, because it's 87%. Does not look like there is other things here. Also, like, I'm totally out of supplies. I'm gonna have to come back. I haven't been keeping a close eye on my supplies, and then I looked down and I was like, eep! So suspend all repairs, and we'll come back to Delta Elnor as soon as we have the supplies to. I should have just stocked up a lot more supplies than I did. I'm not sure. It might just be faster to go to Westerness straight away. There was not... Oh, well, here's some supplies. I'll just take their supplies. Thank you, pirates. Thank you kindly. So I'm deploying my fleet with supplies I literally don't have. Not really sure how that works. I think it's the recovery, estimated recovery cost, to be fair. And we'll just blow up this pirate fleet to take their supplies. It reminds me of the story of a pirate ship where all the pirates got drunk and threw their hats away, and they then boarded another ship just to steal their hats because they wanted hats back. Kind of feels like what I'm doing right now. I like attacked pirates for their hats. Big Dizzy, thank you for the resub. NES mods to help me with the supply consumption? Yes, there is efficiency overhaul, which I have installed on some of the ships already. It's just it's a logistics mod, so again, like I was saying before, you can only have 2 logistics mods installed, and often it does not make sense to install efficiency overhaul. That, and all I really had to do was buy more supplies before I deployed, but I didn't, so that's on me. You like how pirates are just referred to as supplies? Yeah, I don't see it. I haven't seen a compelling argument that would disagree with that statement, though. Like, they just seem to be supplies to me. I'll refer to them as my supply fleets. My Goku, thank you for the resub. I'll have a drink on you in just a second. While I'm captaining. I mean, who cares, right? Alright, Gremlin, go away. See? Supplies. They were so kind to donate to our fleet, giving us another 10 days of supplies to make it back to core. It's so stupid. Like, why? There needs to be some, like, update to their calculations of what they think they can win and not. Because, like, yeah, they came nowhere close. I'm not going to unsuspend repairs until I get there, because we would still run out of supplies almost immediately. But now that I'm here, resume repairs. Because, see, it was like 105 a day if I did repairs, so we would get zeroed, like, within a blink. And I'll open a market some of this stuff. Let's see. Making sure... Actually, I don't have any blueprints, so we'll just sell it all. Now, I did do some legitimate open market trade with Personal League. Hopefully, they don't crack down on my black market stuff. But I'm sure they will, because they're jerks. Ooh. It's in demand. Yep, they broke detached dig. They just a little bit. They got all sorts of pissy. It actually might be faster, not cheaper, but faster, just to take a gate down to one of my worlds to resupply that way, rather than to pick up supplies piecemeal and slowly. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Nope, there goes another comm sniffer. I am watching the feed to see if any new missions that are specific to, like, orbital mining station, research station pop up, but I have not yet seen anything like that. I don't need derelict ships, though. There was a mining station one? Mission. Oh, well, I'm blind. Where it's gone? It must have been withdrawn. Don't your agents help with missions? That is a Next Relin thing. That is not a vanilla thing. Alright, what are we up to today? 61% capacity. Not bad at all. There are investigators that might mess with us, but if they do, we'll kill them. So that I don't have to restock too often, I'm going to buy a lot of supplies. So about 500,000's worth of supplies so that I don't have to just keep coming back here. The other hidden benefit to doing it this way rather than pre-collapse facilities, although I will be doing pre-collapse facilities, is we are getting rep from chasing these things down and doing these like probe missions, which, you know, has its own benefit. So we want to go to Delta Elnor there. Let's go to Gamma Xanth and then fly on over and clear that facility. Cheers. And here's to hoping they have a biofactory embryo in there. That would make my day. One thing that could help with the damage to the ships would be solar shielding, I suppose. It's another one of those mods, but if you S-mod solar shielding, you can reduce or negate hazards to 100%. I don't think I would do that for my ships, but like if you wanted to ignore storm damage, you could build a fleet that could manage to ignore storm damage. You want a prediction? Sure. Prediction. Will I find a biofactory embryo in the next 30 minutes? Yes or no? Give you 2 minutes to predict. So it's 40 past the hour, so 10 past the next hour is my time limit there. Whether or not I'm consistently working towards trying to find a biofactory embryo, I cannot say that will be done. I mean, I'll be polling you guys. So this prediction also hinges upon me searching for it, but I'm not necessarily guaranteed to search for it. So, well, good luck. Spend wisely. So here we are in a pre-collapse facility fight. And I think they had a Nova and a few Brilliants or something. I wasn't paying too much attention to their fleet composition. But I don't want the Auroras going off on their own getting damaged, so I'm going to tell them to follow me. Where's the Nova? I'm gonna try to lure it so that it has to moon someone. Or not. It's just getting smoked by 2 capital ships, or 3 capital ships, so bye, Nova. That was easy. So, yeah, channel points, the way that works is essentially gambling with channel points. Channel points are built up just by watching the stream, and you get more channel points if you're like a subscriber, follower, subscriber tiers, etc. It's not real money, but some countries don't allow channel points given gambling laws, even though you're not actually gambling money. So not all countries will have channel points enabled. So if you can't make predictions, you're probably in one such country that prohibits it. And then channel points are used for redemptions. For like me drinking coffee, or Yoda getting treats, or changing the camera from me to Yoda, that kind of stuff. Or me petting the dogs. In this case, dog. Alright, we only have like the small fries left to kill. So, full assault is fine. Oh god. Get hurricane stomped. Oh my god. It's fun when the hurricanes, the MIRVs launch on a ship that doesn't have point defense and they just get like erased. Alpha Core, Gamma Core. Come on, pray for me. Prometheus Tanker Blueprint. So at least it's a blueprint I didn't have. Not that I need more Prometheus, but oh well. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Ashes of the Domain, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow captains.